Okay, good morning. So, good morning. Back Monday. I hope you had a nice weekend, a good sleep to now set the attention for the day, for the week. Yeah, I'm glad you're back and I'm glad you found the time. And if it's easy to say, like, it's only 15 minutes, like, it's easy to skip, but it's also just easy to do it. So let's start with this way. And last week we sort of worked our way through the chakras, and we're still going. So we have arrived today with our third eye chakra, the Ajna Chakra. So as we move further up from like chakras, we have like a deep physical connection, like as we after the heart, like the chakras become more subtle, also like in energy work. So here we are at the third eye point. Osteopathically, I have to say, also very important point, like physically wise, because within the head there is a connection for your the fascia system of your brain, like where fascia layers are attached, and they can like transmit tension. But it's also connected to glands in our brain, and those glands, they are sending out hormones and neurotransmitters, and they are changing the way we feel and the way we are being aware. So let's focus on the Ajna Chakra today. So come with me into a seated posture. Let's bring our hands together and let's bring our thumbs just with a little pressure exactly into that area. We're lifting up our shoulder and releasing them down so you can bring your lower arms together a little bit. And don't put too much pressure, just have like an outside point to begin focusing into that space between your eyes. And then connect this point with a point at the lower, like the end of the back of your head. And then also within, like roll your eyes and bring them looking into that space. Bring awareness into your breath. And start with your breath, with your awareness, like connecting all these points, like bringing just clarity into your space, just being very focused to where you set your intention and your awareness, your focus. And this is exactly what we are practicing with this energy center. It's about our intuition. And the way how clear we see the outside and the inner world. So as we slowly drop our arms, bringing the lower arms together, bringing hands in front of our heart, we release our arms completely and start rolling our head. And do this very gently. We obviously just had a long night's sleep, but if you can, roll your head not just forward, but do full circles. And with trying to activate our glands, especially the pineal gland, which is the gland that produces melatonin and is taking a huge part in like our circadian rhythm, like so our sleep and wake rhythm. It's also very helpful as soon as there is light, like look into the light today, into a natural light. But with this movement, start massaging your brain. Like your brain now is moving into, like within its boundaries, within the liquor. And so you're very aware and very careful. Bring pressure. Bringing movement into your central nervous system. Having a moment to also set the intention of your day, your week, like the intention of clarity and the intention of acting intuitively according to my inner wisdom. Change direction and really use your breath still focusing with closed eyes. You roll your eyes to look between your eyebrows. So often, like, we overthink, we analyze, and we don't listen to a voice that maybe says something completely different, but it's not understandable. It doesn't fit to maybe what's better in my thinking mind. And to connect to that intuition is like such a massive task, and like to develop trust into the intuition that comes by being very present with your inner self, aware of what's happening, and then slowly, like after you did this rolling for a while, you come back up. Inhale and exhale. Drop your mouth, your jaw a little bit. Release your jaw, your whole face muscles. And as we still seated, take the back, the outside edges of your hands, and just drop that back part of your head. Just bringing warmth, release into that area. And then release your hands, come up into a four-legged position. And we drop everything. Inhale, looking up. And as we elongate the spine, like the front part of our spine, always use your eyes now to look up to go into that third eye point. And exhale, hold that point and elongate your back spine. Inhale, coming up. And exhale. We bringing your feet, the top of our feet onto the floor so we can push up soon. Inhale, look up. But before we lift our knees and legs, exhale, lower down onto your lower arms. Inhale, look up. And exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, yoga positions. And now we lifting up the knees as we are on our lower arms and coming up into a dolphin pose. So try to keep this like controlled, aware, like this is obviously challenging maybe in the morning when you haven't, and your legs are still stiff, you can walk up and down. But as you look down onto the floor again, you have like a set drishti, like you look between your eyebrows, like
It's like you have a focus point that runs through the mid of your forehead, not even seeing the floor properly, but like to just gaze. And from there you walk. Inhale and exhale. Here you do little movements, like you sort of come through your lower, like the shoulders, and then you press up slightly. This is not big movements. It's not a flowing sequence. We're just bringing more and more awareness and pressure into the third eye point. Shifting gravity a little bit, like bringing gravity into different areas. Bringing Ujjayi breath, very active breath into our body. Opening up lower abdomen, upper spine. Inhale, 3 more breaths. And sometimes it needs a little bit dedication and pushing through. Exhale, you lower your knees. So our will to see clearly, to remove obstacle, to remove illusion. And as we lower our knees, lower your head. Bring exactly the third eye point onto the mat, releasing your hands to the back, the side of your body, and have a little pressure point. The third eye is on the floor. If not, use a block. Elongating your spine, releasing arms. Inhale, lifting them. Exhale, drop. And then slowly, like just a little nod from side to side. And there is, as we roll up, a wonderful breathing exercise. Therefore, we're taking really deep breaths. We're bringing lots of oxygen into our body. Can be like complete body breaths, like really big awareness. You could do breath of fire, but just to bring breath into our body. And then as we inhale, we lifting up, Mula Bandha, pull everything up as we arrive in our mouth, into our head. We press the top of our tongues up into our, with a little pressure up into the gums. And we're trying to connect through that pressure into the pineal gland, to activate also awareness, consciousness, because that's also like in this glands openings up our consciousness, our like for knowing, like looking more clearly within. So let's do this for a few more moments. Deep breaths, and then you inhale. You start lifting Mula Bandha, and you start lifting awareness from the pelvic floor into your abdomen, into your chest. Lifting up, inhaling, and then as you arrive, you press your tongue up into the highest point of your mouth. Little pressure, and then you hold your breath and you focus again onto the third eye point. And then you hold your breath, try to stay with it, holding your breath, applying a little bit pressure, connecting third eye point with that pressure. And exhaling, release. take time when you practice this, and also don't over practice, like putting too much pressure, but using time to connect to our third eye chakra, to not just to our intuition, but our intention is to bring clarity into our world, into our view. We spend time not just in the outside world, but to look within, no matter how busy our week is, to have that part of us connected. And therefore, we bring our hands together, bringing back the thumbs onto the third eye point. And just for a moment, and if you have the time, just turn the computer off and stay in meditation, or you practice the breath for a little bit more, do the rest of your yoga practice, to stay with a clear mind exactly in that task that you set to do. My wish for the week, and you can speak your own wish, to move from darkness into lightness, to remove illusion into truth, and to see clear. And this is what I wish for all of us in this world. And I thank you very much for joining. And I see you tomorrow. And this week is a little bit of a short week. We're practicing morning medicine from Monday to Wednesday. I hope you have time. And I see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Use the box for the microphone. The box, let's see. I don't see the box, right?